Prediction time. Oleksandr Usyk versus Tyson Fury. I am so excited for this fight. I have been looking forward to it for a very, very long time. And I strongly believe that Oleksandr Usyk is going to win. I have been saying that in multiple videos here and there. I've been writing that on multiple posts. And here is why. Oleksandr Usyk is a fighter like no other. The way he moves, his consistency, his balance, his precision, his work rate, his accuracy. It's all something that you really cannot imitate. You cannot produce another Oleksandr Usyk in the gym. And Tyson Fury, he has said this himself, has always had massive trouble with small guys who can move. He has said to this day that Steve Cunningham is his toughest fight ever in his career. Tougher than Klitschko, tougher than Deontay Wilder, tougher than Otto Wallin, etc. And Steve Cunningham was tiny compared to Tyson Fury. And Tyson Fury was a lot younger back then. He was a lot fresher. He was able to move a lot more. He was a lot fitter. Since then, the only guy he's fought who is remotely similar to Usyk or Cunningham is Otto Wallin. And Wallin is a homeless man's version of Oleksandr Usyk. The way he moves, the way he flurries, his distance, his footwork, it's all just, again, a minuscule version of what we see in Oleksandr Usyk. And Wallin was able to give Tyson Fury loads of trouble. There have been a lot of people over the years who have said that the only reason that fight was competitive is because Tyson Fury didn't have the right training, etc. And that's just coping, in my opinion. Tyson Fury is not superhuman. He's vulnerable like everybody else, and he's just one of these guys who has this aura about him when it comes to a certain segment of the fan base. Tyson Fury has always had a problem with guys who can move, because Tyson Fury's main key is that he is a tremendous mover. For a guy who does not stay in shape at all, and he's been like that his entire career, and for a guy who is so big, he moves tremendously for a big man. But when somebody is able to match him in the movement department or better him, then he doesn't look that good. He looks awkward, slow, clumsy, extremely hittable. And a lot of people refer to the Deontay Wilder performances, the second and the third, but particularly the second, and the way he crushed Dillian Whyte, as evidence to say that he's going to do the same thing to Usyk. It's one thing to do a demolition job on guys who are flat-footed, have poor footwork, have poor balance, like Wilder and like Whyte. Those guys are target practice for Tyson Fury. He has them beat in pretty much all areas. It's one thing to do it to those guys. It's another thing to do it to a guy who is, as James Ali Bashir said, who used to train Oleksandr Usyk, a scientist in the ring. He is an artist. I do not see how Tyson Fury is able to do it to Oleksandr Usyk. In other words, maul him, even land a damaging punch on him. I mean, Usyk is better at the long-range boxing than Tyson Fury by a clear margin. Tyson Fury, again, is very hittable when he fights guys who are good at moving. Oleksandr Usyk, he has fought guys who are a similar size to him and better coordination and better accuracy than somebody like Tyson Fury, or certainly Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder. Guys like Maris Breedis, guys like Murat Gassiev. Also, Anthony Joshua. He is not as good as Tyson Fury in a lot of departments, but one area that he is a lot better than Tyson Fury at, and I mean a lot better, is his punching technique. Anthony Joshua is a far more correct, accurate puncher than Tyson Fury, who still cuffs a lot with some of his shots. He's like a slugger on the inside, whereas Anthony Joshua is a very correct, accurate puncher. So when he let loose on Oleksandr Usyk in those rounds in the rematch, Usyk had a lot of danger coming his way. He had to be very alert. Those kind of combinations are not going to be the ones he faces against Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is going to be using his weight, and I'll get onto that in a second, him fighting a big man fight. So when it comes to dealing with accurate punches coming his way and also in fast combinations, Usyk has, again, dealt with that very well throughout his career. Now, onto his last fight against Daniel Dubois. That one shot, which could have been ruled a legal shot, depending on the referee's discretion, would Usyk have been able to continue after that? We don't know. But I feel that a lot of people go way overboard with that, saying, oh, Usyk's got no heart, it's questionable, etc. Completely ridiculous. Oleksandr Usyk has showed plenty of heart throughout his career. In the times he's had to, because he hasn't often been in trouble. Against Daniel Dubois, it could have been just the perfect shot at the perfect time. But again, I do not see Tyson Fury being able to land a shot like that. I mean, if Tyson Fury, who is much taller than Usyk, starts leaning down, trying to go to the body, one, he's not going to be as accurate, and I think Fury is actually going to telegraph a lot of his body shots, at least at long range, and Usyk is just going to be able to pinpoint that left hand, or really any combinations, left hand, right hand, combinations, which again he's known for. The real danger that Oleksandr Usyk faces is the up-close mauling, the big man fight, the clinching, the grabbing, the leaning, etc. Now, Tyson Fury has shown that when push comes to shove, he can go and do that. He did that against Steve Cunningham, again looked very, very awkward, but he did it, mauled Steve Cunningham, and ended up stopping him. Against Otto Wallin, he didn't get the stoppage, but Wallin did fade as the fight went on, and Fury did have the ultimate success in the second half of the fight. But Tyson Fury also had quicker feet when he fought Otto Wallin. He has slowed down since then. He's been used to fighting plodders. He's been used to fighting guys who don't come at him, even like an Otto Wallin, who again is a homeless man's version of Oleksandr Usyk. So Oleksandr Usyk is going to be able to, I believe, see Tyson Fury coming at him, and when Tyson Fury starts to grab and lean and hold, etc., big key for him is to move his feet so that Tyson Fury cannot set himself and lean all over him. What he also needs to do is be able to punch in the clinches. As Tyson Fury is trying to grab him, Usyk needs to fire off that left hand, or really just anything, throw any kind of close range hook or uppercut, make Tyson Fury have to work for the clinches and punch him while he's trying to do it. And again, Usyk has better hand speed, better coordination than Fury, particularly up close, but also at long range as well. So Fury is going to be taking a lot of punches, I believe, while he's trying to wrap Oleksandr Usyk up. And here's the other thing. When Oleksandr Usyk was very young in his professional career, he was sparring Vladimir Klitschko. He was actually one of the sparring partners for the Tyson Fury fight. And again, as the stories go, Oleksandr Usyk was getting the better of Vladimir Klitschko in one round that they did. So Klitschko got all of the media out and he said, "Nope.
If you go back there, then you just need to turn your cameras off."
They have sparred since then as well. Oleksandr Usyk is used to sparring big men. Also, this is talking about the character of Oleksandr Usyk. When Vitaly Klitschko was pretty much retired and Vladimir Klitschko was seen as the man in the division by pretty much everybody, Oleksandr Usyk had barely been professional, and he called out the Klitschkos live on Ukraine television. He said he wanted to fight them, and this is a clip from that time. You can see Vladimir Klitschko's reaction. He's looking very, very agitated. He's thinking, who is this young whippersnapper? I'm Vladimir Klitschko. Who does this guy think he is, calling me out? Vitaly Klitschko seems a lot more understanding. He's like, yeah, I understand you want to fight me, but, I'm retired soon, etc. And yeah, it's pretty funny, even though I don't speak Ukrainian. But Oleksandr Usyk has that type of confidence about him. To call out the Klitschkos live on Ukraine television, when he was actually signed to them, takes a lot of courage. And again, sparring Vladimir Klitschko, I don't know if he's sparred Vitaly, he has been used to having to deal with the clinching, etc., the mauling, the holding, the grabbing, the leaning for a very long time. And Vladimir Klitschko was a master at the clinching. In fact, some people say he was better at clinching than he was at punching, which isn't true, but Vladimir Klitschko was a guy who really milked the clinching. And Oleksandr Usyk being able to deal with that, having the confidence, again, as a very, very young man, a novice pro he was at the time, to call out the gods of Ukraine. I don't see how he's going to face anything he's really that unused to when he fights Tyson Fury. Yes, Tyson Fury doesn't move like the Klitschkos, he is better at moving, but in terms of the coordination when it came to grabbing and leaning, like Tyson Fury, he is an excellent mover for a big man, but because of his lack of athleticism and not staying in shape, he does look awkward when he does it. Whereas Vladimir Klitschko is a lot quicker because he's a lot more deliberate and doesn't look as cumbersome as Tyson Fury. And again, Usyk has had to deal with that for a very, very long time since he was a novice pro. So I don't see how Tyson Fury is going to have enough success to where Usyk is either going to lose on points or get stopped. I think Usyk is going to be able to deal with pretty much everything Tyson Fury gives him. I'm sure Tyson Fury is going to be very motivated. I mean, he's looking motivated the way he looks in training camp. And who knows how this delay may have benefited him, but Oleksandr Usyk is such a consummate professional. He doesn't show much emotion. He's very, very dedicated to his craft, and This guy doesn't get flustered by trash talk. So my official prediction is that both men start sizing each other up. They are playing at long range. Usyk is getting the better of Tyson Fury as he moves. Tyson Fury is getting frustrated. He starts chasing Oleksandr Usyk down, and he starts really trying to enforce his will and play a big man fight. As Tyson Fury starts making mistakes when he tries to get close to Usyk, he will start opening himself up to be countered more than he was at long range because he's swinging and missing here. He's trying to get close, and even when he does get close, I do not see Tyson Fury being able to lean on Oleksandr Usyk immediately because Usyk is such a good mover. He's going to have to work for it, and he's going to be punching Tyson Fury consistently in the clinches to where Tyson Fury is going to get worn out, and he's going to start to look more and more desperate. And as we've seen, both men do thrive in the later rounds. Both men have showed that championship attitude of being able to come on stronger as the rounds go on. So this fight, I believe, will come down to the wire in rounds 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, where Tyson Fury needs to close the distance more, and not just close the distance in terms of getting close to clinching Usyk, but close the distance on the scorecards, because I do expect him to be behind from the first 3 rounds onwards, and Usyk is going to have to be aware of that. He's going to have to be prepared to come on strong. And I do believe that the biggest weapon Tyson Fury may have for Usyk is the follow-up right hand, where he's trying to push Usyk back in the clinches and he lands a big right hand on Usyk. Again, it may be a bit cuffing, but it's going to land, I'm sure. Fury is going to make the most of those later rounds. Usyk is going to be constantly moving. I do believe he will be ahead on points to where even if Tyson Fury starts having success, he's not going to be able to knock Usyk down. I mean, Usyk has not been down officially as a professional, whereas Tyson Fury has been down 4 times against Deontay Wilder, 1 time against Francis Ngannou, and 1 time against Steve Cunningham, and also 1 time against Nevin Pikage. And Nevin Pikage was a little guy as well who not only couldn't punch, but he was really a cherry pick. So that is my official prediction. I'm going to pick Oleksandr Usyk to win 116-112. I do believe he is going to outclass Tyson Fury. We're going to see how slow and cumbersome Tyson Fury looks when he's fighting somebody who can actually move. He's going to try. He's going to use all the heart he has, which is a tremendous amount. But Usyk is going to be beating him to the punch throughout the fight. And Tyson Fury's main key to getting this victory is being able to lean on Oleksandr Usyk. I don't think he's going to be able to do that consistently enough to where Usyk will slow down and Fury will be able to get a knockdown to win the fight. So that's my prediction. Oleksandr Usyk outclasses Tyson Fury to a 116-112, 8 rounds to 4 decision. Let me know who you guys are picking down below. Let me know how you see the fight going. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. As always, catch you later.